everybody, it's me, and it's Thursday, and it's 2 weeks to the day that I started the detox program for a pound of cure, and I thought I would do a video update for you. I'm going to try to keep in touch with this because it's a whole new process. It's something to talk about, after you've done the bypass and you've done years and years of the same discussion. You kind of fade away after a while. Then you go through your different seasons, and I've been through a couple now. The all usual one, and then of course maintenance, and then moving, and then maintenance after 3 years, things shift again, and you know the story. But here I am to tell you that that Pound of Cure diet has really been a perfect timing scenario for me. It's not only a great program. I'm going to put you up here and stand to talk to you in a different place for a change. There you are. It's not only a perfect program for resetting yourself here, because basically it's as if you've had a surgery and somebody says you may no longer eat the way you ate before, and you will now only eat, you will eat this way. And basically you have to, because your body is making you eat the way you eat after you've had the surgery, like soon after you've had the surgery. Well, you can do the same kind of thing with this program. It's sort of, it mimics it on some way. I would not say it's the exact same experience, but detoxing from sugar and alcohol and grainy carbs and dairy fat, and learning how to embrace vegetables on a larger scale than you have been doing. I ate a lot of vegetables. I didn't eat as much fruit because I was fearful of fruit sugar. Of course, while you're fearful of fruit sugar and you say don't eat too much fruit, you're eating the odd cookie, you're drinking wine excessively, and that's full of sugar. So basically this is a restart. This is like getting a new lease on life, just like when you had the first surgery. For me, that's exactly what it has felt like, because I think the impact for me is doubly strong because I stopped drinking and did this program at the same time. And my drinking was as habitual as having coffee every day with the wine and other stuff. And it really, I could tell you in hindsight now, I look at myself now, it's only a week, 2 weeks. The alcohol was aging me. It was really aging me. I could see it in my face, I could see it in my eyes. It was depressing me. I know that because now that I've detoxed off of it, I feel very differently when I wake up in the morning. I even not in a physiological way that you would think, but it's sort of a lighter spirit way. And that could just be from doing it all together and feeling like I'm on a path that's going somewhere for the first time in like 2 years as far as my body and health is concerned. It might have been doubly challenging to do alcohol detox and food detox at the same, junk food or trash, or not the optimum food, at the same time. But it's also doubly rewarding because I'm sure one of the reasons that my body has changed so rapidly is because I stopped something as extreme as the calorie intake I was doing with wine every day. Because I don't think my food intake was that severe. Yes, I was sloppy. Yes, this, that, and the other, but really it was more the alcohol calories. So here I am. I will not tell you what I weigh because I did get on the scale 2 days ago. I'll tell you this. And I hadn't moved the scale. You know how your scale sits somewhere, and as long as you don't touch it, it's fine over there. So I climbed in the space between the wall and the toilet and didn't touch anything. And the scale went so freaking, oh my goodness, low. I was like, what? That's not possible. That's not humanly possible. Could I already be where I want to be in 2 weeks? And then I went, no, that's probably not right. So I stepped off the scale, although I was happy to see the number. So I picked up the scale and I moved it. You know what happened, don't you? Yeah, scale never said that number again. It said it about 10 pounds up from that number, which is still much higher than I wanted to be, thinking that I've seen my body change tremendously in the last 2 weeks just from visual cues. I hate to think what I really was when I started. But it doesn't matter because I've started and it's all good. All I know is I feel hopeful. I feel positive. I feel that I'm in a good place to start building my life on stronger footing for my return to the U.S. in a year. I thought I would share a couple of other things with you that I've learned in the last week. I went out to dinner the other night, and we took someone to dinner, and it was steak, and I really was looking forward to some steak, and I don't usually eat that much meat, as y'all know. But the baked potato, which is a big no-no on the detox diet, it wasn't anything on the baked potato, but still, there's nothing like a British baked potato. They're the fluffiest thing you ever can imagine. And I really enjoyed it. It wasn't that big, but it was still a baked potato. And he said 100% compliance. If you're not losing, you're probably not being 100% compliant. Well, I was really good a couple of times a week. I had a little blip, but I also had a glass of wine. And I'm glad I had it. Not because I wanted it, although believe me, there were moments yesterday I really wanted a drink, and I had to fight through the urge. I had to fight through the urge because something had upset me and I wanted to go and numb myself. Not with food, but with a drink. Fought through the urge, turned it around, did something for somebody else. My pity party stopped. Okay, so back to having had a glass of wine. The next day when I woke up after one regular from a restaurant glass of wine, I didn't feel so well. I didn't feel myself. I felt cloudy in here. It wasn't as clear. It wasn't as crystal. It wasn't as hopeful, and I really wanted to sleep in from one stinking little glass of wine. So what's helped me is that when you do just enough, you go, you know what? It's not all that, is it? And it's not all that to get that buzz anymore either. Nothing feels as good as the way I feel today. No buzz from alcohol, no high from some sugar, no taste buds being tickled by, let me see. I can't even think of anything. A cookie or a piece of chocolate. No. I've made a change. I've made a commitment and I've made a change. Yes, will I be 100% perfect all the time? No. But am I excited to try to keep it as streamlined as possible for as long as I can handle that? Absolutely yes. Did I get 100% of my vegetables in every day? I don't know that I weighed them out every day, but I ate vegetables upon vegetables upon vegetables. And the days I didn't eat much at all, I still had vegetables more than I ate anything else. I think this has helped me back up from my lentils even, because before I would have had smaller portions. I would have had lentils and some vegetables and probably not any fruit. Now I have vegetables and a little lentils that will kind of, supplement the vegetables. And you're full, and you're satiated in two different ways at the same time, and it just works. Plus, you don't count calories because you know what you're eating is very low in calories and very good for you, and da-da-da-da-da. Some of the other things I've been doing just in passing this week, I made a recipe, eggplant balls. I took eggplant and steamed it, put it in the food processor with one piece of bread that it was crumbed. I put in some nutritional yeast, I put in some chickpeas, and seasonings, and made little balls. You brown the little balls, bake the little balls in the oven. They're kind of a mushy meatball substitute, but you know what? They tasted good. And I made my own sauce with some tomatoes in the blender, and and some zucchini, spiraled zucchini that I cut on my cutter. So I had like curly-haired zucchini, and I've eaten that the last 3 days. A little softening of the zucchini in the pan. Boom, boom, it's good. Other than that, salads with some tuna, things like that. Vegetables, eggs, spinach, and I've had a smoothie. I never really did smoothies. This was a simple one because I couldn't get all my greens in. Like he says, if you can't get all your greens in, better drink them. So I had some leftover kale and spinach, and I threw it in the blender with one banana and a little almond milk, or frozen banana and some almond milk, and that's all it took. I didn't need to put anything else in it. It was great. Oh, some PB2. I took some chopped bananas, when you're going to freeze them, and I kind of put them in a baggie, and I kind of put some PB2 in there and kind of shook them around like you were flouring something, and threw them in the freezer, knowing that the PB2 had stuck to the soft bananas. So when I take chunks out and throw them in the blender, it has a little more flavor to it. So anyway, I just thought I'd share. I'm doing great. I guess I should do a backup. You're not going to be able to tell anything except that you can tell that I feel good, not happy. I just bought this little dress at this grocery store called Sainsbury's. Now, I know it's not figure fitting, but oh my goodness, I just love it because it's just a little, and I have pants on underneath, so it's a little above the knee, but it's a happy dress. It's a nice summer happy dress, and it made me happy, and so I got it at the second floor of the grocery store at Sainsbury's for 20 pounds. So, we'll see how it looks after I've washed it. How many times I have to iron it to make it look like this again. You guys have a great weekend. I'm going out of town next week. I'll go to Wales. Really excited about that. And I'll see you when I get back. Do the best you can because you're doing it for you.